Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rido Bahtiar. My name is 63 1A and 13. I'm here to read a speech of title Smoking in Campus Area. Smoking in campus area is a topic that has generated a lot of debate, and my opinions aligns with the growing consensus that smoking should be restricted or even prohibited in campus environments. Here's why. 1. Health risk to non-smokers. Secondhand smoke is well documented. Health hazard. People who don't smoke but are exposed to secondhand smoke are at risk for a variety of health issues, including respiratory problems, heart disease, and even cancer. In a university setting where students, staff, and faculty from diverse backgrounds and health conditions come together, it's important to protect those who may be more vulnerable, such as people with asthma, pregnant women, and individuals with heart conditions, from harmful smoke exposure. 2. Setting a good example. Universities are places of learning and personal growth, and they often aim to shape young people into responsible adults. Smoking, despite being a personal choice, is widely known to be an addictive habit with serious long-term health consequences. By limiting smoking on campus, universities can send a positive message that encourages healthier lifestyle choice and discourage habits that may have lasting negative impacts on students' health and academic success. 3. Creating a more welcoming environment. In a university setting, there is a diverse range of people, some of whom might be sensitive to smoke or simply find it unpleasant. Allowing smoking in common areas could create a discomfort for many, making it harder for people to focus, relax, or enjoy their campus environment. Restricting smoking to designated areas or banning it entirely could create a more inclusive, clean, and comfortable environment for our students, staff, and visitors. 4. Promoting academic success. Studies have shown that smoking can negatively affect cognitive function, memory, and concentration, all of which are crucial for academic success. Discouraging smoking on campus. Universities could help reduce the number of students who become dependent on nicotine, potentially potentially improving focus and productivity. 5. Environmental impact. Cigarette butts are a major form of litter on campus and in public space. These non-biodegradable items often end up in drains, waterways, and even wildlife habitats, causing harm to the environment. A campus policy that discourages or bans smoking in open space can significantly reduce litter and environmental impact. 6. Encouraging healthier alternatives. By limiting smoking on campus, universities can promote healthier alternatives like exercise, social activities, and mindfulness practice. Many students are at a critical point in their lives where habits formed can last a lifetime. So, offering a campus culture that supports physical and mental well-being is crucial. Conclusion. While it's important to respect individual freedoms, smoking in public and safe space, like university campus, can have negative health, social and environmental impacts. A campus that is mindful of the health and well-being of all its members is one that should take steps to limit smoking and encourage healthier alternatives. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry for my bad. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rido Bahtiar, class 63 1A 13. My name is 63240734. I'm here to read my PPT is adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency. Do you already know what an adverb of frequency and its examples? In our daily lives, we often use adverb of frequency in Indonesia. So, how and when should we use adverb of frequency correctly in English? You must often hear words like always, usually, often, sometimes, or never in everyday conversation, right? For example, I always drink coffee in the morning, or she never miss a workout. Well, these words are example of adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency are used to indicate how often an action or event occurs. In this article, we will discuss in more detail the meaning and types and example sentence of adverb frequency. Definition of adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency is an adverb used to indicate how often an action or event occurs. This adverb provides information about the frequency or regularity of an activity, whether it is done always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, or never. Common examples of adverb frequency include always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. Adverb of frequency help provide temporal context in a sentence so that the listener or reader can understand how often something occurs. Types of adverb frequency. There are two types of adverb frequency, namely definite adverb and indefinite adverb. Here is the detailed explanation. Definite adverb of frequency. The definition of frequency refers to a specific pattern in which an event occurs regularly and can be measured precisely in a specific quantity. Some adverbs that are commonly used with this adverb include 1. Every. Definite frequency use the word every to indicate a regular pattern that occurs at a fixed time intervals. For example, every day, every week, every month, and every year. Note that the word every must be followed by a specific unit of time to indicate event that occurs periodically and regularly. 2. Frequency of numbers once, twice. Next, you can use frequency adverbs such as once, twice, 3 times, and so on. These words provide specific information about how many times an event occurs within a certain period. For example, once a week means that the event occurs once a week. 3. Specific time frequency, hourly, daily. To explain more specific frequencies regularly, there are adverbs of frequency such as hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and annually that you can use. For example, hourly describes an event that occurs every hour, while monthly indicates an event that occurs every month. Indefinite adverbs of frequency provide a general overview of how often an action occurs without specifying a particular time. But generally, this type of frequency adverb can be estimated through percentage divided into 5, namely 1, 100%. Adverbs that fall into this category indicate an activity that is done every time without exception. The term indicators include always, every time, and constantly. 2, 60% to 70%. If there is an action or activity that mostly happens often but is not always done, then use the adverbs usually, often, normally, frequently, and regularly. 3, 500%. Well, to express activities that occur only about 500% of your time, examples of adverbs that can be used include sometimes, occasionally, seldom, and infrequently. 4, 10% to 20%. Next, there are adverbs that can help you convey activities that happen very often or even almost never done. The example adverbs are rarely and hardly ever. 5, 0%. Adverbs in this category indicate an event that has never happened at all. Example words include never and also not once. Formula for adverb frequency. The formula to implement this adverb in a sentence is: 1. Adverb of frequency for verbal sentence. In sentences that have a verb, the adverb of frequency is placed before the main verb. Subject, adverb plus verb. Example: she always eats breakfast at 7 a.m. They often go to the park on weekends. 2. Adverb of frequency in nominal sentence. Nominal sentences are sentences that use to, be, is, are, was, were. In this pattern, the adverb of frequency is placed after to be to indicate the frequency of the subject's condition or state. Formula: subject to be, adverb of frequency. Example: is always on time. They are usually happy to help. 3. Adverb of frequency for emphasis. For emphasis can be placed at the beginning of a sentence before the subject to highlight how often an action is performed by someone. Formula: adverb of frequency, subject, verb, predicates, subject, verb, predicate. Example sentence: always. Alfie come late to the office. Rana met her boyfriend once. 4. Adverb of frequency in interrogative sentence. To form an interrogative sentence, how often, if, is usually followed by an auxiliary verb: do, does, did, the subject, and the main verb. Example sentence: how often do you visit your grandparents? You can also use singular direct question. The formula: auxiliary verb plus subject plus adverb plus verb plus predicate. Example: do you often come here? 5. Adverb with modal verbs and auxiliary verbs. When using modal verbs, can, could, will, would, should, must. Or auxiliary verbs have, has, is, are, was, were. Are placed after the modal or auxiliary verb and before the main verb to indicate the frequency of the action. Formula: subject, modal verb, adverb of frequency plus main verb. Example sentence: he can always find a solution to the problem. They have never been to Paris. Just like with modal verbs, in the use of auxiliary verbs, the adverbs of frequency is placed between the auxiliary verb and the main verb to indicate how often there is performed. Subject plus verb plus adverb plus main verb. Example: I have never visited Dubai. She has always enjoyed the reading books. Example of adverb of frequency based on the previous explanation: We can summarize that examples of adverb of frequency include the following words. Definite adverb of frequency: daily, weekly, monthly, annually, hourly, once a week, twice a month, three times a year, every day, every other day. Indefinite adverb of frequency: always, usually, frequently, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, rarely, hardly ever, never. Adverb of frequency example of sentence with adverbs of frequency include definite adverb of frequency: I visit my grandparents weekly. She checks her email daily. They meet for lunch once a week. We go on vacation annually. Indefinite adverbs of frequency: she always arrives on time. We usually have dinner at 7 p.m. They frequently travel abroad. I sometimes read before bed. They rarely make mistakes. So to was the case, my explanation of the adverb of frequency material. I hope it is beneficial for me and for you who read or listen to it. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.